it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you are new here. Today I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup routine for you all and I'm super excited. So this is the makeup routine that I have really fallen into lately, and it's just quick and it's just easy. So let's just go ahead and get right into this tutorial. So the very first thing that I always start out with whenever I put on my makeup is I start out by putting on my foundation, and this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Nude Ivory. I really like this stuff a lot. It has a great coverage. You can get a ton of medium to full coverage look with this, so I really enjoy it. It's super affordable. It's only $5.99, and it's a matte finish, and it does not have any flashback in photography whatsoever, so I really like this stuff a lot. So I'm just going to start out by dotting this all over my face. I literally just realized I didn't even tell you guys what brush I used to blend out my foundation with, and I just used the e.l.f. blending brush, and this is just what it looks like. I really like this brush a lot for blending out foundation. I think it does a really good job. I think this purpose though is for like contouring because of its shape, but it does a really good job at blending out foundation. So if you ever see this at Target or Walmart, you definitely should pick it up because it's only like $5 or $6, and it does a really good job at blending out your foundation. Now I'm just going to be using some concealer underneath my eyes, and the concealer that I use is just the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer in the shade Pale Light. And to blend that out, I'm going to be using my oval concealer brush from my makeup brush set. Now I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. Flawless Face Powder to set everything with in place. And this is in the shade Ivory, and I really love this stuff a lot. It does a really good job at keeping my face matte all day and keeping my oil and shine at bay. So I'm just going to be applying that using the e.l.f. powder brush. So yeah. That I always do is I fill in my eyebrows, and to do that I use the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil in the shade Brunettes Do It Better. This is super affordable, and you can get this at the drugstore for a really cheap price. So I'm just going to go ahead and pencil in my brows. I usually just kind of pencil in the areas, little sparse areas that need penciling in, and then the rest of it is just my natural brow. It really doesn't take me too long to do my eyebrows because, you know, I just don't fill in a whole new brow. I just pretty much just follow my natural brow and just pencil in the little sparse areas. I feel like that's how you're supposed to fill in your eyebrows. I don't really get the whole trend of like drawing on a new brow, but that's just me. If that's your thing, then do you, but I'm just not about that life of drawing on a whole new dramatic eyebrow. This one I have to kind of fill in a little bit more than my right eyebrow because this left eyebrow over here, for whatever reason, has less hair than this one. I don't know why, so it's kind of weird. So I'm just going to quickly spoolie through them. Okay, so the next step in my everyday makeup routine is mascara, and I always curl my lashes. That is the one thing that I always do, whether or not I wear a full face of makeup or not. I always don't leave the house without my mascara on. So the mascara that I'm using is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. This is my favorite mascara ever, hands down. This really separates and lengthens your lashes, and it just makes them look so gorgeous. So I really love this mascara a lot. And I did curl my lashes using this e.l.f. eyelash curler. This mascara does an amazing job at holding curls, so I highly, highly recommend this mascara. In fact, I did a whole review on it, so I'll have it linked down below in the description box where you guys can watch that and check it out if you want to learn more about it. So what I always like to do is I kind of like to wiggle my wand a little bit in the mascara tube, so that way it kind of helps get the wand a little bit more coated. And then I like to scrape off the excess on top of the tube. You can always just use a Kleenex to blot your mascara wand with as well, but for me, I think it's just a little bit easier to use the top of the tube. So that's what I do. And then I always hold my mirror down, kind of like I would if I was looking up my nose, and then I just kind of blink into my wand. There is a lot of days where I don't do this step, but for the sake of this video, I am going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to put on some blush, and this is from Tarte, and this is the Amazonian 12-Hour Clay Blush in the shade Partay. And this is just a beautiful mauve pink color, so I really like this blush a lot, and I've been trying to use it up. So I'm just going to use this pink blush brush from Amazon. So I'm just going to get just a tiny little bit on my brush and just pop this right onto the apple of my cheek. Now I'm going to be using some highlighter, and I do this step every single time I do my makeup because I love me some highlighter. And the one that I'm going to use is from this Ulta cheek palette that my grandparents got me last Christmas, and this is in the shade Melrose. And it's just a beautiful, subtle, everyday highlight. And as you guys can tell, I love this thing a lot because I've almost used it all up. So I would really like to get another one for Christmas. Hint, hint. So, yeah, because I really loved this highlighter. It was so pretty. So, just going to apply this to the high points of my cheeks. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. highlighting brush to apply it. Almost said blush. I had to catch myself. Now, I always drag what's left down the center of my nose and my cupid's bow. Okay, last but certainly not least is lips, and for every day, I pretty much change my lip color out, but the two that I've really been liking lately is my Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid because I'm trying to use this up, and this is in the shade number 10 Nude Flush. And this is just a really pretty satin lip color. This doesn't really dry down to a matte. And then I've also been liking my Lip Sense lip kit in the shade Bombshell as well for everyday because I don't have to touch this up, and it's just a really pretty color. It's a nude with a little hint of gold shimmer. But I used this yesterday, so since I'm not really going to go anywhere today, I'm going to use my Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid. But if I was going somewhere, I would be using my Lip Sense lip kit. So, just going to pop this right onto my lips. Alright everyone, so that's it for this everyday makeup tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye guys, thanks for watching.